a cop literally right over there. I guarantee you he heard us. We have the receipts totaled to the dollar that we're gonna share with you. What's up, JR Garage? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the warehouse. So the last week has been very eventful, very busy. Christian and I have both been out of town. Christian was back home on the East Coast getting a couple final cars together and done. One of them was supposed to be the Bentley that he was picking up, but you know, one problem after the other. Why did you not pick up the Bentley?
Yes, our big Bentley. The car is running, fantastic news, and it's running well. Mass airflow sensor, we were trying to hunt down a idle stability and hunting for idle issue. That's all sorted out, but the last thing to have the car perfect is we need to sort out the two batteries in the back. There's actually two batteries in this car and they're not charging perfectly. So just a little bit of electronic issues to sort out. What's new with Bentley, British cars.
One last thing, one stupid little charging issue. I was in Florida for the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket launch, so that was super duper exciting, as well as the Sun and Fun Air Show in Lakeland, Florida, and checking out the Kennedy Space Center as well. So stay tuned to JR Aviation, our aviation channel, for a new video over there in the next couple days talking all about that. So unfortunately, because they pushed back the rocket launch so far, like so many days, I had to leave 2 days before the rocket actually ended up taking off, but it did take off successfully, so huge congrats to SpaceX. Thank you for the invite, even though I couldn't stay to watch it. But anyway, today's video, you guys see the title. So if you are an astute viewer on the channel, you would notice that the F430 for a period of like 2 to 3 weeks was gone. It wasn't in any videos, and a lot of you guys were questioning like what the heck happened to it. Well, it went to the repair shop. Oh man, well, this time it was not an easy fix. It was nothing simple. It was a serious undertaking. So obviously it's here now, it's running. We're gonna take it out in just a second. Sasha was driving it last video. Your turn to drive.
My turn to what?
Okay, you got this.
I'm terrified. Oh my gosh.
You guys love that video, by the way. Thank you for the support. Christian, give him a little taste of what happened. Boy, oh boy, was this not fun.
So leading up to the trip to the repair shop, it was just running poorly. The engagement and disengagement, the driving characteristics were totally off, and so we knew what we were afraid of, and it was the clutch. And so a big job, a big undertaking for Ferrari F430 and also Lamborghini Gallardo E-Gear transmission. And so we prepared for it, but it's nevertheless an unfortunate event.
The struggles of single clutches. You definitely don't want to ever have to replace the clutch under your ownership. You definitely want to buy the car with a new clutch. That's great. But if you're the one paying for it, ouch, rip. Yeah. And that was us in this case. We have the receipts totaled to the dollar that we're gonna share with you exactly what it costs to do a clutch, resurfacing of the flywheel, throw out bearing, fuel pump, oil change, the whole bit on this car. And our buddy Alex did it, and he did it for an amazing cost. Literally, if you took this to the Ferrari dealership, it would have been probably twice as much. So consider these prices are very fair prices. You may end up paying more if you have a 430 that needs this similar work. That's what we're gonna be discussing in today's video. And hey, it's a nice day. We're gonna go take it for a rip now that we have it back. Without further ado, let's get a cold start. And I guess I'm the one recording it, so time to cover my ears and hide. Rest in peace, headphone users. Run. Alright, you guys made it into the car. It'll be warming up for a while, but in that time we will talk about what all was done maintenance-wise to this car.
One thing's for sure is that the warehouse was much quieter when this car was at the shop. Man.
Buying a used supercar, yes, the entry price is much cheaper. You know, the old saying, sure, you can afford to buy a Ferrari, but you can't afford to maintain it or whatever like that. That kind of holds true. If you don't have thousands of dollars ready for when things break, you could be sunk. So that's a balance you got to take.
Yes, this was an unfortunate repair for us, but we would like to share it all with you so that you can have this insight, this information going in to any kind of expensive car ownership. One of these exotics that might be a little bit older, the price might be really attractive, but you just got to set aside this kind of money in your piggy bank for when this time rolls around. We talk about this, just the average lifespan of the clutch divided by how expensive the clutch is. It's literally like 50 cents a mile just being put into your piggy bank for a clutch job.
Transmission issues are one of the biggest things with, like you said, Gallardos, 430s, 360s, 355s. Single clutch transmissions, that's their one Achilles heel, is the clutches. I mean, that's just like a known thing. You're not going to get 50,000, 100,000 miles out of a clutch like you may on some dual clutch transmissions, or those will go even further. Those will go over 100,000 miles for sure. But these, you could be at like, and it all depends how you drive it. This clutch, you can fry within 1,000 miles if you're like stupid with driving a single clutch transmission, reversing up hills, terrible engagements, you know, all this stuff can really contribute to a very short clutch life. But then again, you can also get like 30, 40,000 miles out of it or more. Just depends how your driving characteristics, how many highway miles, city driving, things like that. But this is what was done. So the new OEM clutch assembly, that entire kit was $2,998. So that was the big kit we needed for the job, of course. And then we also got the new throwout bearing, Hill Engineering. That was $783. Pilot bearing, the oil, throwout bearing, slide bolts, and OEM filter. Those were all the parts. So those parts totaled $4,084.75. Now, labor is the part that can usually kill you. Luckily, our buddy Alex worked out an amazing deal for us. Replaced clutch assembly. He did a few other things while he was in there just to tidy things up, recalibrating the clutch. He did it all for $2,000. So that, with just other supplies, shop supplies, the resurfacing of the flywheel, $125, some other costs, and tax, all in, all done, $6,668.75.
To be honest, we were prepared for even worse, but that is still a lot of money.
That job could have been well over $10,000. It definitely would have been over $10,000 at a Ferrari dealership. So that's another point. Knowing independent shops and guys who have the same expertise, if not more, like Alex, he's been doing it for decades, you're literally better off. You're going to save money, and you get an equally good job, if not better.
Yep. And for example, this car did have the clutch replaced once at the Ferrari dealership. To give you an idea, this car has almost 50,000 miles on it, and it's just entering its third clutch, so about 25,000 miles per clutch. That could also be some good info.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And the last clutch job, by the way, was like $13,500.
And less was done.
Yeah. And also the one last thing I forgot to mention, that fuel pump. So the left driver's side fuel pump, there's two on this car, it literally started leaking fuel into the engine bay, and I was noticing for a couple weeks before we took it in, like this strong gas smell, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the tune and the straight pipes. No. It was literally leaking out that fuel pump, and Alex knew right away. He's like, it's a little crack, it's a plastic thing, they fail all the time. So he replaced that, and that was $1,000 even. So that puts us up to $7,666 for this whole service. So.
Yep. So another thing, never disregard a fuel smell.
Oh gosh.
A raw fuel smell.
Oh gosh. If you smell gas in your car, especially a Ferrari or Lamborghini, with what happens to those when gas gets where it shouldn't, barbecues, then you're going to want to take it in for service and get an expert to look at it.
So this was our biggest maintenance bill yet, but in the end, was it all worth it? Is this Ferrari ownership all worth it? I'd say so.
Heck yeah. We got this car for a super cheap price. If you guys remember our video talking about what we paid for, we bought it for $62,000. And you're thinking, what do you mean 62 grand? Well, if you don't know already, we bought it with a rear end accident, and then we rebuilt this car. This was one of the first kind of exotic rebuilds on YouTube. You know, you got Sam Crack, one of the OG rebuilders, Goon Squad, but we were right there with them. This was in like 2017, year and a half ago, that we did this car, completed it, super budget conscious. We got a used part from Fur Parts, slapped that on the rear bumper, did everything cost effectively, and you know, all in, all done, I think we were in it around the 70K marker, under 70K. So
yeah,
that price point lets us pay for repair bills like this when they come up. We knew eventually a clutch job would come up, so it's kind of like, you know, here it is, but at least it's done now. And now the car is 100% back, ready to go for the next 20 to 25,000 miles of probably pretty problem-free driving. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that's probably not gonna happen. It's a Ferrari, but oh well, it's back now. And we got it a little straightaway here. I think we do a couple accelerations. Okay, my ears hurt so much. Even the flybys are insane. And then those revs, I didn't really think. I'm recording one with my phone and one with the G7X. So both of my hands were occupied and I couldn't cover my ears, and now my ears really hurt.
In the arms of
Boy, guys, comment down below what you think of the sound. We definitely went as loud as possible with this car, and top speed, wow.
Two observations. Number one, there's a cop over there.
There is a cop literally right over there. I guarantee you he heard us. I mean, a Mexico Policia, not a cop. Oh my God. So you guys have it, car is back in hiding.
I hope you enjoyed that insight into older, exotic supercar ownership.
Yeah, comment down below if you think that was a good price for the whole job that was done, and comment back down below if you guys are excited to have the car back, and we need to start making some videos with it. I don't know, people have asked if we're gonna sell it in the past. A lot of people want to buy it. Everything's got a right number. If you're super interested, of course, email us, jrgarage22@gmail.com. We can talk numbers.
But it would be so hard too, because I love how the car sits right now. It's all ready to go for tons of trouble-free miles. Got those carbon mirrors, wheels set up, everything. I'm really happy with how it sits.
Comment down below. Do you want to see us sell the car, or should we hang on to it? I think everyone's going to say hang on to it, but we'll see. Anyway, one last thing before we go. For those of you who stayed till the end, you get some golden little nuggets here. How do we say this? We bought another car. We just wired the money for it. It'll probably be coming next week or the week after that. And it is the craziest car by far that we've ever bought.
We are so excited for this one. We got a sweet deal on it. This is gonna be one of the craziest cars on YouTube. I can't wait.
Yes, so guys, comment down below. I know we didn't give you any hints there. We'll give you one hint only.
We gave him a hint. It's expensive, crazy, amazing car.
I'll give you two hints. The one hint, it's extremely expensive. Like, your second hint is it has more cylinders than any car we've ever bought. Which, if you watch the channel, you'll know what that means. More than 8, more than 10. Anyway, comment down below. We'll pick 2 or 3 winners for free JR Garage t-shirts if you guys can guess it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Maybe where we give more hints, or maybe where we reveal the car. Not too sure, but subscribe, like, comment down below. And we will see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Say that it feels right.